used to call me late when the world got too loud. Say my name like a secret you were finally allowed. And I would answer softly like I always understood. Like your temporary love could still feel something good. We had 1,000 moments that felt dangerously real. Your jacket on my shoulders, your hand on my knee so still. But every time I leaned in, you would lean away. Like closeness was a language you only spoke on certain days. And I try not to ask for more, try to be easy, try to be light. But love kept growing anyway, and you kept cutting it down before it reached the sky. We were almost us, almost enough, almost a forever, almost the kind of love that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel seen. But you kept one foot out and I kept believing, yeah, we were almost us, almost in love. And it hurts the most to lose a thing you never fully had. We were almost us. I remember your silence when I asked where this was going. How you changed the subject like you didn't see me drowning. You would say I'm not ready, then you'd pull me back and close. Like you loved the way I stayed more than you loved me the most. We kissed like we were certain, then you'd vanish for a week. And I blame it on your schedule while my pride got weak. I kept rewriting red flags into reasons you were hurt. Like your brokenness was something I could fix if I worked. So I learned your patterns like a map I shouldn't need. Learned to read between your lines, learned to swallow all my needs. And I hate that I confused anxiety with fate, calling it butterflies when it was just fear in my veins. We were almost us, almost enough, almost a forever, almost the kind of love that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel seen. But you kept one foot out and I kept believing, yeah, we were almost us, almost in love. And it hurts the most to lose a thing you never fully had. We were almost us, almost us, almost us. So close, but not enough. I kept my voice small so you wouldn't run. Held my dreams in my pocket, called it being the one. I waited for a label that could make me feel secure. But love shouldn't need a warning to feel pure. And I've been thinking about the nights I cried in my own car, wiping mascara off my face like it would heal my heart. I gave you all my softness and you treated it like time, something you could borrow then return when it was fine. So I'm done being your maybe, done being your spare, done building a home in a place you won't repair. If you can't choose me fully, then I'll choose me instead. I won't keep starving for love from a table you never said. We were almost us, but I'm done. Almost is a heartbreak hiding under the sun. I want something steady, something honest, something true, not a half-held promise I keep chasing back to you. Yeah, we were almost us, almost in love, but I'm not living my life in the space between maybe and enough. We were almost us. Some nights I still miss you like a song I shouldn't play. Like my heart doesn't listen when my mind says walk away. And I hate how I remember only how it felt at first, when you looked at me like I was everything you ever searched. But I can't keep collecting moments like the proof to stay. I can't keep calling you mine when you won't claim my name. So if you come back whispering I'm ready, I've grown, I'll ask where that courage was when I was crying alone. Cause I deserve consistency, not a love that comes and goes. I deserved a hand to hold me, not a door you wouldn't close. We were almost us, almost enough, but I'm done begging for a forever from a love that won't show up. I'm choosing peace over potential, choosing real over someday, choosing my own heart now in a brand new way. Yeah, we were almost us, almost in love, and I'll miss what it could have been, but I won't miss myself because of us. We were almost us. Almost us. Almost us. Almost us. Not everything that feels like love is meant to last. I kept trying to be who you wanted until I couldn't recognize my own face. So this is me, coming back to myself. I used to wake up careful, like your mood could change the day. Like one wrong word at breakfast would make your love walk away. I'd read your eyes for weather, for a reason, for a sign. And if you went quiet, I would blame it on my mind. I learned to laugh on cue, to keep the peace, to keep it light, to cry without a sound so you could sleep through every night. And I called it being patient, called it loving you through stress. But I was slowly disappearing in the name of being best. 'Cause I kept bending my boundaries till they didn't feel like mine. And I kept trading all my truth for a little bit of time. Now the silence is so honest, it's the loudest thing I felt. And I finally hear my heartbeat calling me back to myself. I'm going back to myself, back to the girl I left, back to the dreams I buried for somebody else's comfort. I'm going back to myself, even if it hurts to heal. 'Cause I'd rather be alone than lose my name, trying to be what you feel. Yeah, I'm going back to myself. I used to call it progress when you text me back in time, when the bare minimum felt holy, and I thanked you for the sign. I celebrate your effort like it wasn't what I deserved, like my standards were a problem I should hide beneath the dirt. I became a careful version, soft voice, smaller needs, walking on your moods like broken glass under my feet. And when I asked for reassurance, you'd say I'm too intense. So I learned to swallow questions and call it common sense. They say love takes work, so I worked until I broke, held the weight of all our someday while you slipped away like smoke. And I hate how I forgave you before you even tried, but I'm done calling it love when my spirit feels denied. I'm going back to myself, back to the girl I left, back to the dreams I buried for somebody else's comfort. I'm going back to myself, even if it hurts to heal. 'Cause I'd rather be alone than lose my name, trying to be what you feel. Yeah, I'm going back to myself. Ooh, back to myself. Ooh, finding my way. Ooh, back to myself. Ooh, I'm not afraid. I used to think leaving meant I didn't love you right, but staying meant I didn't love myself, not even that night. Kept the door unlocked for you, kept my heart on standby, like I was just a place you visited when you felt like trying. But I'm not your second option, not your secret, not your spare, not a midnight confession you forget when there's daylight there. So I'm drawing new lines like a map I never had, and I'm treating my own name like something worth protecting when I'm sad. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, you just couldn't meet me where I speak. You want it easy, want it quiet, wanted love without the weight, but real love shows up steady and it doesn't make you wait. So I'm choosing me with both hands, no more half confessions. I'm coming back to myself with my own permission. Yeah, I'm going back to myself, and I'm saying it out loud. I'm going back to myself. I'm not asking you how. I'm building something steady where your chaos used to crowd. I don't need your love to prove me. I can choose me here and now. Yeah, I'm going back. Ooh, back to myself. Ooh, back to myself. Ooh, back to myself. Yeah. Some nights I still miss you like a habit in my bones, like my heart still walks your hallway even when I'm home alone. And I hate how my brain edits out the parts that made me cry. Like pain is just a detail in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the late replies, the cold. The way you made my softness feel heavy, made my gold feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said, I don't know. Like love is something you can miss. So if you come back softer with your I changed, I was wrong. I wish you healing from a distance, but I won't replay this song. 'Cause love should feel like safety, not a lesson I repeat. And I'd rather hold my own hand than beg you just to meet me where I am. Now when it's easy, now when it's late, I deserve something steady, I deserve something safe. I'm going back to myself, back to the girl I left, back to the love I needed when I was losing my breath. I'm going back to myself and I'm choosing me for real. 'Cause I'd rather heal in silence than stay where I'm taught not to feel. Going back to myself, ooh, back to myself, ooh, back to myself, back to myself, back to myself. I didn't lose love, I lost me. And I'm finna, I blocked your number, like that would block the memories. Like a screen could stop a heart from breaking. I hit block with shaking fingers like it meant I'd finally win. Like one clean button could erase the way you got under my skin. Your name disappeared from my screen but not from my mind. It's funny how the body keeps the love it can't rewind. I still wake up at 2 or 3 like there's a message I should read. Then I remember there's no you here, just the quiet in my need. I stare at my reflection and I try to look okay, but my eyes keep telling secrets that my mouth won't say. 'Cause it's easier to cut the cord than cut the feeling through. And I can mute the ringtone, but I can't mute missing you. So I act like I'm in control, like I'm stronger than I seem. But healing isn't instant, just 'cause I changed the screen. I'm blocked, but still bleeding, still breaking in the dark. I cut you out of my contacts, but you're carved into my heart. Yeah, you can't reach me on my phone now, but you still reach me in my sleep. And I hate how freedom hurts the most when it's the love you had to leave. I'm blocked, but still bleeding. I deleted every picture like it's evidence in court. Like the case against my feelings needed one last clean report. But there's 1,000 little traces you forgot to take with you. A hoodie in the closet, a playlist I can't get through. My friends say you did good, like it's over 'cause I tried. But the truth is in the moments when I'm laughing then I cry. I pass our old places like I'm visiting a crime. And every street light whispers how you loved her for a time. You said I need space, but you took all of mine. Left me with an empty bed and a head full of wine. I keep replaying the ending like it changes if I see it, but it always ends the same. You leaving me bleeding. I'm blocked, but still bleeding, still breaking in the dark. I cut you out of my contacts, but you're carved into my heart. Yeah, you can't reach me on my phone now, but you still reach me in my sleep. And I hate how freedom hurts the most when it's the love you had to leave. I'm blocked, but still bleeding. Ooh, still bleeding. Ooh, can't breathe in. Ooh, I blocked you out, but you're under my skin. I used to think love meant forgiving every time you crossed the line, calling it a misunderstanding when it happened every time. I was writing you excuses while you wrote me off as too much. And I kept shrinking down to fit you, but I couldn't shrink enough. I held my anger like a secret 'cause I didn't want to fight. But silence isn't kindness when it's killing you at night. So I'm learning how to listen to the the parts you made afraid. I'm learning how to hold myself the way I begged you to behave. I'm not crazy for remembering, I'm not weak for feeling pain. I'm just human, I was loving, and you don't get to call that shame. So I won't break my own heart trying to prove that I'm okay. I'll let it hurt, I'll let it heal, I'll let it fade. I was blocked but still bleeding, now I'm healing in the light. I don't check your name at midnight, I don't bargain with the night. Yeah, you can't reach me on my phone now, and one day you won't reach my chest. Cause I'm building something steady where your chaos used to rest. I was blocked but still bleeding, now I'm blessed. Some nights I almost unblock you just to see if you would try, just to prove that I still mattered in the corner of your life. But I remember how you vanished when I needed you the most, how you made my love feel heavy, then you left me with the ghost of who you were at the beginning. Soft hands, honest eyes, and I hate that I still miss that, even though it's built on lies. So I won't reopen the door just to relive the same regret. I won't trade my peace for a person who hasn't chosen it yet. Cause love should feel like safety, not a lesson I repeat. And I'd rather sleep alone than beg someone to meet me where I am, not where it's easy, not when it's late. I deserve something steady, I deserve something safe. I was blocked but still bleeding, still breaking in the dark. But I'm stitching up the pieces, I'm rebuilding my own heart. Yeah, you can't reach me on my phone now when you're losing access to my peace. I don't hate you, I just choose me, and that's how I relieve. I was blocked but still bleeding. Now I'm free, now I'm free. I blocked your number and I found mine again. I kept choosing you, even when it cost me everything. Tonight I'm choosing me. I used to wake up hoping you would wake up kind, like love was something fragile that depended on your mind. I'd read your face for weather, for a reason, for a sign. And if the room felt colder, I would blame it all on mine. I learned to fold my feelings like a letter in a drawer, save them for a moment when you wanna hear them more. But more never came, just later, just not now, just waiting. I kept turning patience into something close to hate, cause I was chasing comfort in a house that wouldn't hold, calling it commitment while I quietly grew cold. And I kept saying it's okay when it wasn't even close. I was drowning in the silence and you were learning how to go. So I'm choosing me, even if it hurts tonight. I'm choosing peace over panic, I'm choosing sleep over fights. I'm choosing me over the love that made me beg. I won't hold on to someone who won't hold me in return. Yeah, I'm choosing me, and that's how I finally learned. I used to call it progress when you text me back in time, when the bare minimum felt holy and I thanked you for the sign. I'd celebrate your effort like it wasn't what I deserved, like my standards were a problem I should bury in the dirt. I became a careful version, soft voice, smaller needs, walking on your moods like shattered glass beneath my feet. And when I cried you'd say I'm too much, like tears were shame. So I learned to grieve in quiet, pretend I'm not in pain. They say love takes work, so I worked until I broke, built a bridge from my patience while you watched and never spoke. And I kept making excuses for the ways you wouldn't try, but love that needs me smaller isn't love, it's just goodbye. So I'm choosing me, even if it hurts tonight. I'm choosing peace over panic, I'm choosing sleep over fights. I'm choosing me over love that made me beg. I won't hold on to someone who won't hold me in return. Yeah, I'm choosing me, and that's how I finally learned. Ooh, choosing me, ooh, setting free. Ooh, I'm done chasing. Ooh, I'm coming back to me. I used to think leaving meant I didn't love you enough, but staying meant I didn't love myself, and that was rough. I kept your words like weapons, let them live inside my head. Every you're too sensitive, repeating when I tried to rest. But I'm not here to be convenient, not here to be a spare, not here to be a midnight when you won't be there in air. So I'm rewriting what love means with boundaries and truth, and I'm holding my own heart like it's worth the way I held you. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep. You just couldn't meet me where I speak. You want it easy, want it quiet, wanted love without the weight. But real love shows up steady and it doesn't make you wait. Yeah, I'm choosing me and I'm saying it out loud. I'm choosing light over long and out, choosing truth over doubt. I'm choosing me over almost, over someday, over soon. I won't keep living my life in the shadow of your mood. Yeah, I'm choosing me, and I'm done asking you to choose. Some nights I still miss you like a habit in my bones, like my heart still walks your hallway even when I'm home alone. And I hate how my brain edits out the parts that made me cry, like pain is just a detail in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the late replies, the cold, the way you made my love feel heavy, made my softness feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said, I don't know, like love is something you can miss. So if you come back softer with your I changed, I was wrong. I wish you healing from a distance, but I won't restart this song. Cause love should feel like safety, not a lesson I repeat. And I'd rather be alone than beg you just to meet me where I am. Not when it's easy, not when it's late. I deserve something steady, I deserve something safe. So I'm choosing me, even if it shakes tonight. I'm choosing peace over panic, I'm choosing calm over why. I'm choosing me, and I'm closing every door that made me feel replaceable, that made me feel unsure. Yeah, I'm choosing me, and it feels like breathing for the first time. I love the woman who left. I choose me. We looked perfect from far away, but you don't see the cracks until you're close enough to bleed. We had the kind of pictures people double tap and save, smiles like little bandages, bright enough to hide the ache. You'd hold my waist in public like you never let me fall, then turn to stone in private like I wasn't there at all. I learned to fix my face before the tears could leave my eyes, learned to laugh at broken things, learned to call it we're alright. And I kept painting over like love was just a wall, but pain can't stop the shaking when the foundation starts to crawl. And I don't know when I started making excuses to survive, saying it's just stress, saying it's just life. But the truth was in the silence, in the way you wouldn't stay. And every I'm fine was a crack I tried to smooth away. There were cracks in the pretty and the we're okay we showed, in the way you said you loved me but you never held me close. There were cracks in the pretty and they cut me silently. We looked like something shining but you were breaking me. Yeah, there were cracks in the pretty, and the prettiest part was me. Disappear for hours, then come back like nothing changed. And I'd swallow all my questions so you wouldn't call me crazy. I started checking tones like every word was a test, trying to guess what version of you I get next. We danced around the truth like it was glass on the floor. I kept sweeping up the pieces while you kept making more, and I'd blame myself myself for bleeding, for not being soft enough. Like love is supposed to hurt you to prove that it is love. They say relationships take work, so I worked until I broke. Held my breath through every cold shoulder, every joke that felt like smoking. I kept smiling for the camera, kept pretending I was free, but I was living in a story that was killing parts of me. There were cracks in the pretty, in the we're okay we showed, in the way you said you loved me, but you never held me close. There were cracks in the pretty, and they cut me silently. We looked like something shining, but you were breaking me. Yeah, there were cracks in the pretty, and the prettiest part was me. Kept my needs under my tongue, made myself easy so you'd say I was the one. I dressed up every bruise and maybe it will pass, but love that needs me silent isn't love that's meant to last. So I'm taking off the makeup that I used to wear to hide, letting people see the truth in the trembling of my voice. I'm learning that my softness doesn't make me weak or small, and I'm done confusing damage with devotion. After all, if love is real, it doesn't punish you for feeling. It doesn't call you too much when you're honest and you're healing. So I'm done chasing pretty, done begging you to see. I'm choosing something safer, I'm choosing me. There were cracks in the pretty, but I'm not living there. I won't pose inside your silence like it's something I should wear. There were cracks in the pretty, and I'm leaving them behind. I'm not your perfect picture, I'm a whole damn life. And there were cracks in the pretty, so I cracked it open wide. Some nights I still miss you like I miss a childhood home. Not the ending, not the damage, just the way it felt before. And I hate how my brain edits out the parts that made me cry, like the heart loves to rewrite what it barely survived. But I remember the lonely damn sorries you didn't mean, the way I begged for comfort while you acted routine. So if you ever come back with your I changed and I was wrong, I'll be kind, I'll be careful, but I won't replay the song. Cause love shouldn't leave you bruised under glitter and lights. Love should feel like shelter, not a fight. There were cracks in the pretty, and we're okay we showed, but I'm done being decoration for a heart that won't be home. There were cracks in the pretty, and I finally let them show. Not to shame you, to save me, to let my real life grow. Yeah, there were cracks in the pretty, and now I'm letting in the gold, letting in the gold. The world can keep the picture, I'll keep the truth, and I'll keep me. Don't call it closure if it's just you coming back to feel less guilty. I'm not your ending, I'm my beginning. You showed up like nothing happened, like time didn't leave a mark, like you didn't turn my daylight into something made of dark. You said I've been thinking, and I laughed without a sound, cause I've been rebuilding everything you burned down. You looked at me so hopeful, like I'd make it all feel clean, like my heart was your forgiveness and my arms were your release. And I remember how you vanished when I needed you to stay, how I'm just overwhelmed became the reason you walked away. And I don't want your late night paragraphs, your I miss you dressed as truth, cause missing me is not the same as choosing me, and I've learned the proof. Don't call it closure if you're only here for peace. Don't call it closure if you won't take what you did to me. You don't get to break me, then knock like I'm the cure. I'm not your clean confession, I'm a scar you can't ignore. So don't call it closure, call it what it is. Too late, too close, too selfish. And I'm finally done with this. You said I didn't mean to hurt you, but you never meant to stay. You meant to keep your options while I prayed you wouldn't change. I waited in your silence like it was a holy place, trying to find a reason in the shape you left my days. And I did the whole be mature thing, kept smiling through the ache. Told my friends we're complicated, like it made you less to blame. But complicated isn't love when only one heart pays the cost. And I'm tired of romanticizing what I almost lost. I had to unlearn your voice in my head, unlearn the way I shrank, unlearn the habit of apologizing for needing basic strength. And I did that without you, without a single call. So don't come back and touch the wound and call it care at all. Don't call it closure if you're only here for peace. Don't call it closure if you won't take what you did to me. You don't get to break me, then knock like I'm the cure. I'm not your clean confession, I'm a scar you can't ignore. So don't call it closure, call it what it is. Too late, too close, too selfish. And I'm finally done with this. Don't call it, don't say my name. I'm not your ending, I'm not your blame. I used to think forgiving meant reopening the door, like love was being available even when I was sore. I used to think my softness was a weakness to defend, so I kept letting you return to leave again. But I'm learning that compassion doesn't mean I lose my spine, that I can wish you healing and still keep what's mine. I'm not cold, I'm careful, I'm not cruel, I'm clear. I'm the girl who cried in silence and still made it here. You want me to say it's okay to smooth it out, to make it right, but I'm not your absolution. I'm not your Friday night. If you feel heavy, carry it. That's what grown people do. I carried all of us alone, now you can carry you. Don't call it closure, 'cause I'm closing something else. The part of me that begged you, the part that lost herself. You don't get to rewrite it, don't get to take my glow, don't get to hold my healing just to soften your own blow. So don't call it closure, call it goodbye for good. And I'm choosing my peace now, like I always should. Some nights I still remember the beginning, like a home. How you held my face and promised I would never be alone. And I hate how my heart can miss you, still know the truth, that the version of you I love wasn't the one you chose to be. You came back for the comfort, for the nostalgia, for the glow, but you didn't come back ready to do the work you never showed. And I'm not angry like I was, I'm just not available. Not for half love, not for maybes, not for anything unstable. So take your apology and put it where it belongs, in your future, in your growth, in the lessons you ignored. And let me be the one thing you can't undo, 'cause I'm not your closure, I'm the truth. Don't call it closure if you're only here for peace. Don't call it closure if you won't take what you did to me. You don't get to break me, then knock like I'm the cure. I'm not your clean confession, I'm a scar you can't ignore. So don't call it closure, call it what it is, a door that's finally shut it. And I'm finally blank because done with this, done with this. Call it closure, call it growth, call it me, choosing me. I still sleep on my side, like the other side is yours, like you'll come back before the morning does. The ceiling fan is counting hours, I don't want to know. And the moonlight paints your outline where you used to hold me close. I keep my phone on loud like it might change the past, like when I miss you, a message could undo what didn't last. Your pillow still is patient, still is space for your head. And I hate how I protect it like you never really left. I fold the blanket careful, like if I keep things the same, you might walk through my door and call my broken baby by its name. But the quiet gets so heavy when the lights go low, and every breath reminds me there's a place you chose not to go. I try to turn my thoughts off, but they circle like a thread. They always land back on the empty side of the bed. It's the empty side of the bed where your goodbye still sits, where my heart keeps reaching for you in the dark, out of habit. It's the empty side of the bed, and I'm learning how to rest with the space that used to be love. Now it's silence in my chest. Yeah, it's the empty side of the bed, and it's teaching me what's left. I walk past the mirror and I don't recognize my face, 'cause I spent so long forgiving you, I forgot my own space. I used to fall asleep to your breathing like a song. Now the room is way too honest and the nights are way too long. I replay every fight like I'm searching for the clue, for the moment when I started loving less and calling it the truth. You said I need time, but time was just a door, and you closed it so quietly, didn't hear it anymore. And everyone says move on like it's a simple step, but it's hard to walk forward when my heart still checks behind for you. I'm trying to be brave, trying not to call, but the night keeps asking questions and I don't have answers at all. It's the empty side of the bed where your goodbye still sits, when my heart keeps reaching for you in the dark, out of habit. It's the empty side of the bed, and I'm learning how to rest with the space that used to be love. Now it's silence in my chest. Yeah, it's the empty side of the bed, and it's teaching me what's left. Ooh, empty side, ooh, staying a while. Ooh, I can't hide from the empty side. I kept making excuses for the way you drift away. Said there's stress, said it's a phase, said it'll change someday. I made myself smaller so you wouldn't feel so far. But love shouldn't be a puzzle where I'm the missing part. So tonight I'm changing sheets like I'm changing my mind, letting go of your space like it's finally mine. I'm opening the window, letting new air in instead. If you're gone then I'll stop building a home inside my head. I'm not lonely cause you left, I'm lonely cause I stayed in a love that made me question if I'm worthy of being saved. But I'm done with half love, done with words you never meant. I'm done calling it forever when forever was just until you left. It was the empty side of the bed that made me finally see I was holding on to someone who wasn't holding on to me. It was the empty side of the bed, but I'm taking back my breath, taking back my midnight prayers, taking back what's left. It was the empty side of the bed. Now I'm filling it with self-respect. Some nights I still miss you like a wound I can't ignore, like my body learned your love and keeps searching for more. And I hate how I remember only how it felt at first, while I forget the way your silence made my best days hurt. So if you ever come back knocking like you didn't do me wrong, with a can we talk and I'm sorry and a soft familiar song, I'll be kind, I'll be calm, but I won't forget the cost. I won't trade my peace for a person who already chose their loss. Cause love should feel like safety, not a test I fail at night. And I'd rather sleep alone than beg to be held right. Now the empty side of the bed is just a space, not a threat, where I used to break in pieces. Now I'm learning to reset. Yeah, the empty side of the bed is where I learned to love myself, to stop reaching for your shadow and start reaching for my health. And I won't let the empty side of the bed tell me I'm less. It just proved I deserve the kind of love that stays. Good night to the version of me that waited. Hello to the girl who finally stayed. I used to think heartbreak was loud, but it's not. It's quiet like the moment after the music stops, when you realize it's the end of the song. The room is full of almost, and I'm tired of pretending like we're just going through it, like this isn't really ending. Your jacket's on the chair, but you're never in and out, and your eyes don't look for mine the way they used to somehow. We talk about the weather, about work, about the day, like small talk is a bandage for the words we're scared to say. And I keep reading your silence like a note between the lines, but your quiet is a mystery, it's you leaving in real time. I remember when your laughter filled the space behind my ribs. Now the air feels empty even when you're standing in it. And I keep trying to fix us like a song stuck out of tune, but you can't make harmony if one voice leaves the room. This is the end of the song, where the sound fades out too soon, where forever turns to silence in the middle of the room. This is the end of the song, and I feel it in my bones. Not a fight, not a moment, just the echo when you're gone. Yeah, this is the end of the song, and I'm the only one still holding on. I watch you scroll for hours like I'm background on your screen, like my love is just a playlist you don't notice in between. You kiss me like a habit, like a duty, like a script, And I miss the way you meant it, how it used to feel like this. We stopped saying I love you like it carries too much weight. And I started measuring my worth by how long you choose to stay. I hate that I got used to needing crumbs to feel okay, like the smallest sign of softness could convince me not to break. They say love takes work, so I worked until I bled, turned into understanding while you stayed inside your head. And I kept lowering my knees like the volume on a track, but no matter how I soften, you didn't come back. This is the end of the song, where the sound fades out too soon, where forever turns to silence in the middle of the room. This is the end of the song, and I feel it in my bones. Not a fight, not a moment, just the echo when you're gone. Yeah, this is the end of the song. Ooh, end of the song. Ooh, fading away. Ooh, I can't rewind it. Ooh, it won't play the same. I used to think love meant staying even when I'm breaking, that if I held on harder, you would stop the leaving. So I became a peacekeeper, a mind reader, shield, trying to keep us alive while you forgot how to feel. I made excuses for your distance, blamed it on the days, told myself they're just stressed, while my heart decayed. But love shouldn't feel like waiting in at the edge of someone's choice. Love should not make you whisper just to keep your voice. So here's the truth I'm finally saying without shaking. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, I'm not hard to love. I was just loving someone who couldn't love me back enough. And I'm done begging for a chorus from a person who won't sing. If you won't show up for the music, you don't get the best of me. This is the end of the song, but it's not the end of me. You can keep your quiet goodbye, I'm choosing clarity. This is the end of the song, and I'm turning off the repeat. I'm not living in your maybe, I'm not dying in between. Yeah, this is the end of the song, and I'm walking out to find my peace. Some nights I miss the beginning, like a melody at dawn. How you held my face and swore we'd never be undone. And I hate how my heart remembers only how it felt, while my mind remembers all the times I disappeared in you. I remember the late replies, the half answers, the cold way you made my love feel heavy, made my softness feel old. I remember pleading quietly, do you still want this? And you said I don't know, like love is something you can miss. So if you ever come back later with your I changed, I was wrong, I wish you healing from a distance. But I won't restart this song, 'cause love should feel like safety, not a track that skips at night. And I'd rather face the silence than keep begging for a line. This is the end of the song, where the sound fades out for good, where I stop trying to fix it and I finally choose what I should. This is the end of the song, and I'm laying down the past. I won't keep chasing harmonies with a heart that wouldn't last. Yeah, this is the end of the song. And I'm finally letting go. And I'm finally letting go. End of the song. The music stopped. End of the song. The music stopped. I tried to say goodbye, but it didn't sound like the end. It sounded like a lie I couldn't wear. I wrote your name in my notes notes like a habit I can't quit. Then erased it, then rewrote it. Yeah, goodbye doesn't fit. I packed up all the photos, but my hands still shook like memories of weight when you finally let them go. Your sweater's on the chair where you left it months ago, still holding on to your perfume like it doesn't know. And I keep walking past the door like I might hear your key, like you'll come back and say it's over, then you'll stay with me. Everyone says move on like it's one clean cut, but healing's more like bleeding slow and learning not to look. And I'm tired of pretending I don't miss what we were, 'cause losing you is loud, but leaving you behind is harder. 'Cause goodbye doesn't fit in my mouth. It tastes like something I can't shout. I say I'm fine, but my voice gives out like my heart still lives in your house. Yeah, goodbye doesn't fit in my chest. It's tight like a dress I never meant. I don't want you back, I just want the ache to rest. But goodbye, goodbye doesn't fit. Places like I'm visiting a ghost. The cafe where you swore I was the one you wanted most. The corner where we kissed like we were made of something brave. Now I cross it like a stranger and pretend I'm not afraid. You said it's not you, but I still hear it like a blame. Like if I was more patient you would have stayed the same. And I hate how I still check your profile like it's news, like I'm waiting for a sentence that explains why I lost you. Keep replaying all this talk like a prayer I didn't mean. Open time will change the ending if I watch it on repeat. But you can't unbreak a promise by remembering it right. And I can't keep holding on to a love that won't survive. 'Cause goodbye doesn't fit in my mouth. It tastes like something I can't shout. I say I'm fine, but my voice gives out like my heart still lives in your house. Yeah, goodbye doesn't fit in my chest. It's tight like a dress I never meant. I don't want you back, I just want the ache to rest. But goodbye, goodbye doesn't fit. That if I held on tighter I could stop the fall. I called it being loyal, but it was fear in disguise. Fear that losing you meant losing the best part of my life. But I'm starting to remember who I was before your doubt. Before I learned to whisper just to keep you from walking out. I'm learning that my softness isn't something to regret. And I don't have to be chosen to be worthy of it. So maybe goodbye feels wrong, 'cause I still love what we could have been. But I can love the dream and still wake up, still close the door, still breathe again. I'm not abandoning you, I'm returning to myself. Yeah, goodbye doesn't fit, so I'll say I release, I'll say I forgive, and I choose my peace. I'll say I'm done with the half-love and the stress. I don't want you back, I just want me at my best. So goodbye, in a new way, goodbye finally fits. Some nights I miss you like a song that knows my name, like my heart forgets the damage and remembers just the flame. And I hate how I romanticize the start of what we had, while I forget how many times you made me feel so sad. But I remember crying quiet, hiding tears behind my hair, begging for attention like it's something you could spare. I remember how I held us up when you let go with ease, how I carried all the maybe until it broke me at the knees. So if you ever come back saying I've changed, I was wrong. I wish you well from a distance, but I won't replay this song. 'Cause love should feel like safety, not a suitcase I drag around. And I'd rather walk alone solid ground. Goodbye didn't fit in my mouth, but now I'm saying it out loud. Not as anger, not as hate, as a promise to get out. Yeah, goodbye didn't fit in my chest, but I'm making room for rest. I don't want you back, I just want my life again. So goodbye. They told me time would heal, but time just taught me how to live with it, so I did. I started growing around the pain. I wake up and the room is still the same, but I'm different now and that's the strangest change. Your name is in the corners of my day, in coffee cups and doorways, and the songs I used to play. I still flinch at certain dates, certain streets, still hold my breath when someone says we look so sweet. And I hate how my heart turns soft when it should stay strong, like it forgets the ending and only hears the start of our song. They said move on, like it's a door, but grief is a house with 100 floors. Some nights I climb back up again, just to feel what I've been. I'm growing around the pain, like a tree around a scar. It's still there in the middle, but it doesn't stop my heart. I'm growing around the pain, learning how to breathe again, not forgetting what you broke, just not living where it's been. Yeah, I'm growing around the pain, and I'm still here. Check my phone like prayer, like one small message could rebuild what wasn't there. I replayed the last goodbye like a movie I could rewrite, holding on to maybe like it kept me alive at night. I made excuses for the ways you wouldn't stay, called it timing, called it stress, called it we'll be okay. But the truth is you were leaving long before you left, and I kept giving pieces till there was nothing on my shelf. And I blame my feelings like a crime, like loving hard was wasting time. But love is not the shame in me, leaving you was bravery. I'm growing around the pain, like a tree around a scar. It's still there in the middle, but it doesn't stop my heart. I'm growing around the pain, learning how to breathe again, not forgetting what you broke, just not living where it's been. Still here. Some nights I miss you like a habit in my bones, like my heart still walks your hallway even when I'm home alone. And I hate how my mind edits out the parts that made me cry, like pain is just a footnote in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the late replies, the cold, the way you made my softness feel heavy, made my goal feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said I don't know, like love is something you can miss. So if you ever come back with apologies too late, I wish you healing truly, but I won't reopen that gate, cause I can't keep water in ashes, I can't keep calling it flame. I won't shrink to fit a love that only grows through pain. I'm growing around the pain, and it's finally showing. I can stand in the memory without falling in the ocean. I'm growing around the pain, turning wounds into a place where I learn what love should feel like, safe, steady break. Yeah, I'm growing around the pain, not because it didn't hurt, but because I did the work. I didn't forget you, I just found me. a place, but it was you. Now I'm learning how to live in half of one. The lights feel colder in the rooms we used to fill, like the walls got used to laughing, and they miss it when it's still. Your cup is in the cabinet, I keep it like a vow, even though the forever we promised isn't here right now. I walk the same old hallway like it's newly built for pain. Every step a little echo saying nothing stays the same. And I fold the day in silence, put it neatly in a drawer, trying not to wonder what you're doing, who you're doing it for. I don't cry the way I used to, but my chest still knows the sound. Like a song without a chorus, always almost breaking out. And I keep my pride like armor, but it's heavy when I'm alone, 'cause I'm holding all this love with nowhere to put it home. Now I live in half a heart home, where your shadow won't let go. There's a space beside my heartbeat where you used to be. Oh, yeah, I'm living in half a heart home, trying to learn how to grow. I don't hate you, I just hate how you left me here alone, in a half a heart home. I still hear you in the kitchen when the faucet starts to drip, like the house is doing impressions of your laugh and your lips. Your name is on my tongue like a prayer I can't release, and I hate that loving you still feels like losing my peace. I pass the mirror and I'm looking for the girl I used to be, the one who trusted easy, the one who didn't beg to be seen. Now I double check my worth like it's something I misplaced, and I wonder why you're leaving, made me question my own face. They say time will fix it, like time is something kind, but time just keeps reminding me you're not here when I rewind. And I'm tired of pretending I don't miss the way you stayed, even when we were breaking, even when you pulled away. Now I live in half a heart home, where your shadow won't let go. There's a space beside my heartbeat where you used to be. Oh, yeah, I'm living in half a heart home, trying to learn how to grow. I don't hate you, I just hate how you left me here alone, in a half a heart home. I kept the door unlocked for you, in case you change your mind, like love was being patient while you left me behind. I held my breath for messages that never came through, and called it hope, but really I was drowning in you. So I'm taking back the parts of me I handed out in fear, the sorries I kept saying when you made it disappear. I'm setting down the begging like a suitcase I don't need, and I'm learning how to love me without asking you to lead. If you loved me it would feel like safety, not a storm I had to chase, not a game of almost, not a constant second place. So I'm rebuilding every wall you taught me to ignore, and I'm turning this half-heart house into something so much more. Now I'm leaving half a heart home, letting your memory go. I'm filling up the silence with a love I'll never outgrow. Yeah, I'm leaving half a heart home, and I'm learning to be whole. I don't hate you, I just love you more than what you couldn't hold. So goodbye, half a heart home. Some nights I miss you like an ache in the weather, like the sky knows your name and it spells it out in December. And I hate that I still want you, and I know you're not the cure, but my heart is a creature, it remembers before sure. Still I won't go back to waiting at the edge of your control. I won't call that love again if it keeps breaking my soul. If you ever knock my door with apologies too late, I'll forgive you in my quiet, but I won't reopen the gate. 'Cause I deserve a love that doesn't leave me on the floor, I deserve a love that chooses me. Now maybe not once more. Now I'm leaving half a heart home, where your shadow used to go. There's a light inside my chest now, where I'm learning to be whole. Yeah, I'm leaving half a heart until the right love finds me there. I didn't grow up, I healed, and that's different. I used to wake up heavy, like my chest forgot to rise, like the day was something I survived instead of something I could like. I checked my phone for nothing, still hoping you would care, like a message could undo the way you left me standing there. I wore my pain like makeup, smiled so no one knew, but my mirror kept reflecting all the parts I lost in you. And I kept calling it love when it felt like I was small. Now I'm learning how to stand up without needing you at all. I stopped chasing explanations, stopped begging for a sign. I started choosing quiet over losing my mind. And the emptiness you left me turned in a room to breathe. Funny how the hurt got lighter when I stopped fighting me. 'Cause healing looks good on me, better than your hands ever did. I'm not over it, I'm through it, I'm becoming who I is, yeah. Healing looks good on me like sunshine after rain. I don't hate you, I just love me, and I'm not the same. And I'm not the same. I used to blame my feelings, like my heart was out of line, like loving you too deeply was the reason I declined. I turned red flags into roses, turned distance into space, kept forgiving all your silence like it had some kind of grace. But love shouldn't feel like waiting at the edge of someone's mood. Love shouldn't feel like proving I'm enough to be chosen too. So I'm taking back my power from the nights I lost my sleep, from the girl who stayed too long, trying to keep what wouldn't keep. Now I speak up when it's hurting, now I leave when it's not right. I don't bargain with the lonely, I don't call it love at night. And I'm learning that my softness isn't weakness, it's my glow. It's the proof I made it out and I still know how to hope. 'Cause healing looks good on me, better than your hands ever did. I'm not over it, I'm through it, I'm becoming who I is, yeah. Healing looks good on me like sunshine after rain. I don't hate you, I just love me, and I'm not the same. Some nights I still remember the beginning like a song, how you held my face and promised I would always be the one. But I remember the ending too, how I cried and you got cold, how you loved me when it was easy, then you let my heart unfold on the floor. And I'm not picking it up for you anymore. If you ever come back knocking with your heart changed, I was wrong, I wish you well, I mean it, but I won't restart this song. 'Cause peace became a standard, and I finally understand a healed heart doesn't reach back for a love that couldn't stand. Yeah, healing looks good on me, better than your hands ever did. I'm not over it, I'm through it, I'm becoming who I is, yeah. Healing looks good on me like the sky after the storm. I don't hate you, I just love me, and I found what I was born for, yeah. Healing looks good on me, healing looks good on me. Healing looks looks good on me. Healing looks good on me. I didn't glow up, I healed. I deleted you, not because I stopped loving you, but because I needed to stop hurting. I cleared your name from my search bar, like it meant I'd find your rest. Like one clean swipe could lift the weight that's sitting on my chest. I erased our little pictures, every good night, every call, but my hands still reach for habit like you're not gone at all. Your laugh still lives in my speakers when the playlist starts to play, and I pause it like a reflex, like it's dangerous to stay. I keep my phone face down at dinner, like I'm proving I'm okay, but every quiet moment whispers all the things I couldn't say. 'Cause it's easy to delete a thread, it's hard to delete the truth that I built to hold tomorrow in the shape of me and you. And now I'm sitting in the aftermath, trying not to fall apart. 'Cause I can cut you from my screen, but I can't cut you from my heart. I deleted you, not the nights, not the heat, not the way my body remembers every time you used to need me. I deleted you, but you still show up in my sleep. I don't want you back, I just want my peace. Yeah, I deleted you, not the feeling. I threw away the messages like they were loaded guns, 'cause every I miss you sentence was a trigger when I'm numb. I stopped checking your location, stopped reading into signs, stopped hoping you come running when I was the one left behind. But I still see your face and strangers at the corner store, still turn around too fast when I hear your voice indoors. And I hate that I'm the one who has to do the cutting clean while you walk through life like leaving was the easiest thing. They say out of sight, out of mind, but my mind doesn't listen. It keeps replaying every promise, then it rewinds and revisits. And I keep asking myself if I was hard to love, but maybe you were just not built for honest enough. I deleted you, not the nights, not the heat, not the way my body remembers every time you used to need me. I deleted you, but you still show up in my sleep. I don't want you back, I just want my peace. Yeah, I deleted you, not the feeling, it's still here. I deleted you, but you're everywhere. I used to call it patience when I waited through your cold, like love meant being silent while you did what you were told. By your fear, by your ego, by your need to run away. And I kept paying for the distance with the parts of me that stayed. I watered down my standards, made excuses for your lack, told myself to try and while my heart was under attack. But love should not feel like I'm begging to be chosen, and I'm done romanticizing what kept leaving me broken. So let me say it clearly with my whole voice, with my breath. I wasn't too much, you were not enough. Not enough honesty, not enough care, not enough courage to love me when love got real out there. And I won't punish my heart for being soft and staying deep. I'll forgive myself for hoping, then I'll let that hope sleep. I deleted you, but the feeling's finally changing. It's less like drowning in the dark and more like learning, more like saving. I deleted you, but I'm choosing me each week. And one day I'll say your name and it won't shake my peace. Yeah, I deleted you, and I'm healing. Some nights I almost restore you like a file I could revive, just to see if you would notice that I'm fighting for my life. But I remember how you vanished when I needed you to stay, how your love was always loud until it had to be brave. You wanted me convenient, you wanted me on call, but love isn't when it's easy. Love is showing up through all, so I won't reopen the wound just to feel you once again. I'd rather miss you honestly than lose myself but I'll delete the hurting next. I keep asking my heart why it still misses you, like it did something wrong, but it was only trying to love. So tonight I forgive my heart. I wake up in the quiet where your good morning used to be, and the sun comes in like nothing happened, like it's not hurting me. I reach for my phone and I remember what is true. There's no message coming back from someone who outgrew us too soon. Your name still lives in little things, receipts, old notes, a song, and my chest still gets that heavy feeling when the day feels long. I keep trying to be over it like it's a switch I can't control, but healing isn't instant when you gave somebody a hole. And I keep blaming my feelings like they're the reason I'm in pain, like if I didn't love so deeply I would've stayed the same. But love is not a weakness, it's a truth I couldn't hide. So why am I still punishing the part of me that tried? So I forgive my heart for hoping you would stay, for believing in your always, for the nights I prayed. I forgive my heart for breaking when you left. It was only trying to love you the best it knew itself. Yeah, I forgive my heart, and I won't call it wrong again. I remember how I minimized the things that made me cry. Said it's fine, said they're stressed, while my spirit asked me why. I defended you to my friends like my pride was on the line, like if I made you look good I could make the ending kind. I turned red flags into roses, turned distance into space. I learned to read the silence like it had a hidden grace. And I hate how I stayed gentle when you got cold with ease. Then I blame my own softness for not bringing you to me. They say you should've known better, like my heart was meant to see that love can wear a pretty face and still leave you on your knees. But I was doing what I'm human for, I was trying to be true. So why do I talk to myself like I wouldn't deserve that too? So I forgive my heart for hoping you would stay, for believing in your always, for the nights I prayed. I forgive my heart for breaking when you left. It was only trying to love you the best it knew itself. Yeah, I forgive my heart, and I won't call it wrong again. Too fast. Ooh, I forgive my, ooh, for holding the past. Ooh, I forgive my, ooh, for holding the past. I used to think forgiveness meant I had to let you in, like my kindness was a doorway and you'd walk right back again. But forgiveness is for freedom, not a ticket to return, not a reason to relive it just because I finally learned. So I'm taking down the pictures, not in anger, just in care, making room for who I'm becoming, letting new light in the air. I'm learning that my boundaries don't make me cold or small. They're the way I keep my peace now, they're the way I don't fall. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, you just couldn't meet me where I speak. And if my heart loved hard, that means my heart is brave. But bravery needs rest too, and rest is what I'll give. So I forgive my heart for missing you some days, for remembering the warmth and forgetting some of the pain. I forgive my heart for shaking in the dark. It's not a weakness to be human, it's a light, it's a spark. Yeah, I forgive my heart, and I'm learning how to start again. Some nights I still replay the beginning like a home. How you held my face and promised I would never be alone. And I hate how my mind edits out the parts that made me cry. Like pain is just a detail in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the late replies, the cold, the way you made my softness feel heavy, made my gold feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said, I don't know. Like love is something you can miss. So if you ever come back later with your odds changed, I was wrong. I wish you healing from a distance, but I won't restart the song. Cause love should feel like safety, not a lesson I repeat. And I'd rather hold my own hand than beg you just to meet me where I am. Not when it's easy, not when it's late. I deserve something steady, I deserve something safe. So I forgive my heart for hoping you would stay, for believing in your always, for the nights I prayed. I forgive my heart for breaking when you left. It was only trying to love you the best it knew itself. Yeah, I forgive my heart. I forgive my heart, I forgive my heart. One day I'll love again, and I won't be afraid of how deeply I can feel, because my heart I keep replaying us, like if I press it one more time, it'll end differently. I wake up reaching for a hand that isn't there, still leaving space on my side like you might care. The morning light hits dust where we used to dance, and even silence feels like it deserves a second chance. Your sweater's on the chair, it's no one but it pretends, like it still remembers how your arms would bend. I tell myself I'm over it, I swear I try, but my heart hits repeat before I realize. Cause I keep collecting reasons like receipts I can't return, and every little memory is something else I learned. That love can feel like heaven and still leave you in the cold, and I stay too long and almost. Cause I loved you on loop, like a song I couldn't stop. Even when it broke me, I kept pressing on my heart. I loved you on loop, till the feeling turned to proof that I was losing me, trying not to lose you. Yeah, I loved you on loop, now I'm learning how to mute the truth. I scroll past old pictures like the cities I escaped, but every smile is evidence of how good I could fake. Your voice in my head still tells me what I'm worth, and I hate that it's louder than the love I had at first. We fought in slow motion, then we kissed like a cure. You said I'll do better, but you never did for sure. And I kept forgiving what I should have called a sign, like your distance was a season, not a line. They say time will heal, but time just teaches me to hide, how to breathe through the moments when I miss you and I lie. I laugh with my friends, then I'm empty when I'm done, like happiness is a visitor that never really comes. I loved you on loop, like a song I couldn't stop. Even when it broke me, I kept pressing on my heart. I loved you on to prove that I was losing me, trying not to lose you. Yeah, I loved you on loop. Now I'm learning how to mute the truth. I used to think love meant you stayed through anything, that if I loved you harder you would change the way you cling to your pride, to your silence, to your I don't wanna talk, while I carried every promise like a bruise I couldn't drop. But love shouldn't feel like walking on a wire, like one wrong word turns my whole chest into fire. So I'm taking back my power from the nights I lost my sleep. I'm learning that I miss you, doesn't mean I keep. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep. You just didn't know how to keep a heart that needed honesty, not half apologies. And I won't beg for someone to love me properly. I loved you on loop, but I'm breaking out the track. No more replaying memories that pull me to the past. I loved you on loop, now I'm choosing something new. I'm finding my own rhythm, I'm coming back to truth. Yeah, I loved you on loop, but I won't lose me over you. Some nights I still miss you like a habit in my bones, like my heart was a house and you're still walking through the halls. And I hate how I romanticize the parts that felt okay, while I forget how many times you made me feel replaced. So if you ever call me with that I was scared excuse, I'll understand your damage, but I won't let it loose inside my life again. Inside the peace I had to fight, I didn't survive losing you to lose myself tonight. 'Cause I deserve a love that doesn't come with warnings. I deserve a love that stays, not only in the mornings. I loved you on loop, like a song I couldn't stop, but I'm tired of the same hurt playing in my thoughts. I loved you on loop, now I'm finally letting go. I'm turning down the echo, I'm finding my way home. Yeah, I loved you on loop, now I love me enough to close the door and then the loop. I won't replay the one that made me cry. I kept giving pieces of me away, thinking that's what love was. But tonight I'm taking me back, I'm mine now. I used to wake up nervous like your mood was the forecast, like one wrong word could turn the sunlight into overcast. How to read your face for meaning, for a reason, for a sign. And if you pulled away, I tell myself the fault was mine. I made my needs invisible, I swallowed what I felt, called it being understanding while I disappeared myself. I kept my voice down quiet, kept my dreams down small, 'cause loving you felt like walking with my back against a wall. And I don't know when I started calling scraps enough, but I got used to starving for the shape of your love. Now the silence is a mirror and it's finally showing me I kept begging you to hold me, but I wouldn't hold me. So I'm mine now, even when it hurts, I'm mine now. Before anybody else, I'm putting back the pieces that you took and never felt. I don't need your arms to save me, I can hold my heart myself. Yeah, I'm mine now, and I'm learning that's enough. I used to call it patience when you left me on red. When your arm just busy lived inside my aching head. I'd smile through conversations while my chest was caving in, cause I didn't wanna be too much, didn't wanna make you wince. You loved me best in moments when it was easy and light, but when I needed real comfort, you were gone by night. And I kept rewriting red flags into reasons you were hurt, like if I stayed a little longer, you would finally put me first. They say love takes work, so I worked until I broke. Held the weight of all our someday, I slipped away like smoke. And I hate how I forgave you before you even tried, but I'm done calling it love when it feels like I'm denied. So I'm mine now, even when it hurts, I'm mine now. But for anybody else, I'm putting back the pieces that you took and never felt. I don't need your arms to save me, I can hold my heart myself. Yeah, I'm mine now, and I'm learning that's enough. Yeah, I'm mine now. Ooh, coming back. Ooh, I'm mine now. Ooh, taking me back. I used to think leaving meant I didn't love you right, but staying meant I didn't love myself at all that night. I kept the door unlocked for you, kept my heart on standby, like I was just a place you visited when you felt like trying. But I'm not a second option, not a secret, not a spare, not a midnight confession you forget when it's daylight there. So I'm drawing new lines like a map I never had. I'm treating my own name like something worth protecting when I'm sad. I'm not too deep, I'm not too loud, just couldn't love me out in the open, in the honest, in the hard parts of the day. And I won't dim my whole life just to make you wanna stay. If love is real, it shows up, it doesn't leave you guessing. So I'm choosing me with both hands, no more half confessions. Yeah, I'm mine now, and I'm saying it out loud. I'm mine now, and I'm not asking you how. I'm building something steady where your chaos used to crowd. I don't need your love to prove me, I can choose me here and now. Yeah, I'm mine now, and I'm finally proud. Some nights I still miss you like a habit in my bones, like my heart still walks your hallway even when I'm home alone. And I hate how my brain edits out the parts that made me cry, like pain is just a detail in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the late replies, the cold, the way you made my softness feel heavy, made my goals feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said, I don't know, like love is something you can miss. So if you come back softer with your I change all, I wish you healing from a distance. But I won't replay this song, cause love should feel like safety, not a lesson I repeat. And I'd rather hold my own hand than beg you just to meet me where I am. Now when it's easy, now when it's late, I deserve something steady, I deserve something safe. So I'm mine now, even if my voice still shakes. I'm mine now, and I'm done with second place. I'm putting back the pieces, I'm forgiving my mistakes. I don't need your arms to save me, I can hold my heart with grace. Yeah, I'm mine now, and I'm learning that's enough. I'm mine now. I'm mine now. I'm mine now. I gave you my world, but I'm not lost anymore. I'm mine now. I kept showing up, even when it hurt. So if you ever love me like I stayed. I learned your silence like a language in my bones, how I'm fine, could fill the room and still leave me alone. I made excuses for the distance in your eyes, called it stress, called it life, while I swallowed all my whys. I kept the door unlocked for versions of you that disappeared, held your name in my mouth like a prayer I couldn't clear. And I smiled for the world so nobody knew the truth, that I was losing me slowly, trying not to lose you. Cause I don't fall in pieces all at once, I fall in quiet, I fall in months. And love should never make you beg for basic tenderness. So love me like I stayed. I turn red flags into roses just to make them feel as sharp. Told myself they're trying. While I carried all the dark, I celebrated effort like it wasn't what I deserved. Like the bare minimum was holy, like my needs were just a curse. You pull me close at midnight, then go cold in morning light. And I blame my own reflection for the way you wouldn't fight for us. I kept rewriting every ending, hoping you become enough. They say time will heal, but time just showed me clear I was shrinking in a love that only wanted me when it was convenient to be here. So love me like I stayed, like I waited through the rain, like I held your broken seasons and I called them by your name. Love me like I stayed, like I chose you every day. Or don't love me at all if you only love me halfway. 'Cause I don't need another promise that you won't be there to save. If you love me like I stayed. Some nights I still remember the beginning like a home. How you held my face and told me I would never be alone. And I hate how my heart edits out the parts that made me cry. Like pain is just a footnote in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the late replies, the cold. The way you made my softness feel heavy, made my goal feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said, I don't know. Like love is something you can miss. So if you ever come back with apologies too late, I wish you healing truly, but I won't reopen that gate. 'Cause love should feel like safety, not a lesson I repeat. And I'd rather hold my own hand than beg you just to meet where I am. So love me like I stayed, like I waited through the rain, like I held your broken seasons and I didn't walk away. Love me like I stayed, with the truth, with the care, with the brave. Or don't love me at all if you only love me halfway. If you love me, I stay, I stay for you. We were better in the dark, when I couldn't see your doubt, when you couldn't see how much I needed you. You pulled me close when the room went quiet, like the night could make you brave. In the daylight you were distant, like my love was something you couldn't save. We were fire under blankets, whispers on your chest, but every morning felt like starting over from the rest. You'd say I'm just stressed, I'd say I understand, and I kept translating your silence into something I could stand. I held on to the moments when you looked at me like home, but the sun kept showing corners where I always stood alone. And I started feeling crazy for wanting what you gave, only when the world was sleeping, only when you could hide in it. We had love with the lights off, soft enough to feel real, but the moment morning found us, you forgot how to be here. Yeah, we had love with the lights off. In the dark you'd hold me close, but in the daylight I was asking, and you were halfway out the door. I don't miss the shadows miss who you were behind them. Love with the lights off. Love with the lights off. You kissed me like an apology you never had to say, then act like nothing happened when the sun got in the way. I watched you love me privately, then doubt me in the crowd, like my heart was something heavy you could only lift when no one's around. And I try to be easy, try to want a little less, try to swallow all the questions tightening into my chest. Cause every time I asked for more than midnight and your hands, you'd call me too much and I'd fold like I should understand. So I learned your kind of love and half a heart, half a stay. You come here in the evening, I don't need you in the day. And I kept making excuses saying this is how it goes, but love that needs the darkness is a love that doesn't grow. We had love with the lights off, soft enough to feel real, but the moment morning found us, you forgot how to be here. Yeah, we had love with the lights off. In the dark you'd hold me close, but in the daylight I was asking, and you were halfway out the door. I don't miss the shadows, I miss who you were behind them. Love with the lights off. Ooh, lights off. Ooh, hold me close. Ooh, lights on. And you're almost a ghost. I used to blame the daylight, like it stole you from my arms, but it wasn't the sun, it was your fear of being caught, being seen, being certain, being honest with your love. So you kept me like a secret when I was ready to be enough. And I've been thinking about the girl I was back then, how she begged for little moments and called them more than friends, how she stayed for crumbs of comfort, how she silenced all her needs just to feel you for a second, like you never wanna leave. But I'm done being your midnight, done being your escape. If you only love me hidden, that's not love, it's a cage. I deserve a love that stands up, not a love that dims and fades. So I'm turning on the lights now, and I'm not afraid. We had love with the lights off, but I won't live that way. I won't be your after hours when you won't claim me in the day. Yeah, we had love with the lights off, and it felt like something true. But I'd rather be alone in the bright than be a secret next to you. I don't miss the shadows, I miss myself before them. Love with the lights off. Some nights I still remember how you'd say my name so low, like it meant something sacred when nobody else could know. And I hate that part of me still wants that quiet kind of warm, but quiet love isn't safe love when it leaves you in the storm. I needed more than whispers, more than hands that wouldn't stay, more than I love you in the darkness, than denial in the day. So if you come back softer with a baby I've changed, I'll listen for a minute, but I won't trade life for chains. Cause love should feel like freedom, not a room with all the blinds. And I wanted my whole life to keep you satisfied. We had love with the lights off, and I finally understand, if you can't love me loudly, you don't get to love my hands. Yeah, we had love with the lights off, but I'm turning on my world. I'm choosing honest, I'm choosing open, I'm choosing me, I'm choosing girl. I don't miss the shadows, I bless the way I outgrew them. Love with the lights off. Love with the lights off. Love with the lights off. I turn the lights on, and you disappear. So I lit my own way. I miss you in the big moments, but it's the small ones that keep breaking me. I miss you in the coffee steam against the morning light, in the way I still reach for my phone and stop in time, in the extra toothbrush I can throw away like it's proof you were real and not just something I made. I miss you in the hallway when the floorboards creak, in the quiet way your hay used to find me every week, in the grocery store music when it plays our old song, and I stand there frozen cause I swear you're not really gone. And I'm okay until I'm not, cause the smallest things are all I've got. It's not a storm, it's not a scene, it's just your memory moving through me. Cause I'm missing you in small things, in quiet rooms and subtle strays, in the empty seat beside me, in the words I never sing. Yeah, I'm missing you in small things, like a shadow that still clings. I don't want you back, I just wanna stop remembering, but I'm missing you in small things. I miss you in the laundry when I find your faded tee, in the drawer I never open cause it opens something to me, in the way my hands still search for yours in crowded streets, then I fold them to my chest like they don't know what they need. I miss you in the jokes that don't land with anyone else, in the late night drives where I could finally be myself, and it hurts in a simple way that no one ever sees, like the world kept turning and forgot to wait for me. They say time heals like it's a promise that won't bend, but time just teaches how to live with an aching in your chest. Some days I'm fine, some days I fall, and tonight I'm losing every wall, cause I'm missing you in small things, in quiet rooms and subtle strings, in the empty seat beside me, and in the words I never sing. Yeah, I'm missing you in small things, like a shadow that still clings. I don't want you back, I just wanna stop remembering, but I'm missing you in small things, in the small things. Ooh, it still stings. Ooh, I'm missing you in small things. I used to blame myself for the distance in your eyes, for the nights you went quiet and I apologized. I tried to be easier, smaller, less, like love was a test and I was failing it again. But love shouldn't feel like I'm begging to be seen, or holding my breath just to keep you from leaving. So I'm packing up the parts of me I gave away for free, and I'm learning how to stay, learning how to choose me. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, I'm not a burden you couldn't keep. I was a home, you were a guest, and I'm done breaking just to feel blessed. Yeah, I'm missing you in small things, but I'm stronger than it seems, cause I'm building new tomorrows where you don't live in my dreams. Yeah, and I'm missing you in small things, but I'm cutting all the strings. I don't want you back, I just wanna stop hurting, and I'm healing through small things. Some nights I almost call you just to hear your voice, just to feel like I still have a choice. But I remember how it felt to be alone with you, to be loved in words, not in what you do. So I let the phone shake in my hand like a warning sign, and I whisper to my reflection, baby, you'll be fine. If love comes again, it won't ask me to break, it'll meet me where I am, not what I can fake. So goodbye to the girl who stayed too long, goodbye to the almost lost, I called someone. I'm not your maybe, I'm not your spare, I'm not your lesson, I'm my own kid. And I'm missing you in small things, in quiet rooms and subtle strings. But I'll fill the empty spaces with the life that I can sing. Yeah, I'm missing you in small things, but it won't ruin all these strings. I don't want you back, I just wanna stop hurting. And I'm healing through small things. It's funny, I thought losing you would end me, but it just showed me what I deserve. You left like a letter in the rain, no warning, no explanation, just gone. No return address. Your side of the closet still smells like yesterday, but the hangers don't remember how to hold you in your place. I keep the light off in the hallway like it's still too bright, like seeing what you did would make it harder to survive the night. I found your old toothbrush in the cup behind the sink, and I stood there way too long, staring, forgetting how to blink. It's funny how the smallest things can break you in two, like a piece of plastic can make me miss the truth of you. And everyone says closure, like you left me any clues, but you vanished like a habit, and I'm stuck with all the bruises. I keep checking every memory for a sign I couldn't read, but you don't leave footprints when you're already planning to leave. You left with no return address, no I'm sorry, no take care, just an empty space beside me, and your silence everywhere. Now I'm holding all these questions in my hands like broken glass. If you ever loved me, tell me, why'd you leave with no return address? Messages like they might change their tone, like there's a hidden line that says you're coming back home, but it's just good night, and then a week of nothingness. And I keep rewriting endings where you choose me, where you confess. I pass by our old cafe and my throat gets tight, cause I can still hear you laughing like the world was on our side. And I hate that my body still reacts before my mind, like love is muscle memory that doesn't know when to resign. They say time will heal, but time just leaves me here, building castles out of maybes while you disappear. I try to be understanding, try to blame the stress, but the truth is you were leaving long before you left. You left with no return address, no I'm sorry, no take care, just an empty space beside me, and your silence everywhere. Now I'm holding all these questions in my hands like broken glass. If you ever loved me, tell me, why'd you leave with no return address? Ooh, no return. Ooh, no return. Ooh, you burned the bridge and didn't say goodbye. I used to think love meant waiting, even when I'm not okay, that if I stayed soft enough you'd finally learn to stay. I kept the door unlocked for you, kept my heart on standby, like I was some destination you could visit when you tried. But I'm tired of being someone you can leave without a word, tired of swallowing my feelings till I forget what I deserve. So I'm mailing back the blame you tried to put on me, and I'm writing on the envelope like this heart is not your property. If love is real, it communicates, it doesn't ghost, it doesn't hide. Love doesn't make you question if you mattered in its life. So I'm done looking for answers in a silence you design. I don't need your explanation to reclaim what's mine. You left with no return address, but I found my way back home. I stopped begging for a message from a heart that wouldn't show. Now I'm sealing up the pain you left. I'm packing up the past, and I'm sending you one final thing. My peace, no forwarding back. Some nights I still imagine you outside my door. Apologies in your pocket saying you were scared before. And part of me still wants to run, to fall into your arms. But I remember how you left me, no warning, no alarm. You could have been honest, could have said you needed space, could have looked me in the eyes and given heartbreak a face. But you chose the easy ending, chose to vanish in the night. So I'm choosing the hard healing, I'm choosing my life. Cause love should feel like safety, not a box without a name. And I won't chase down someone who won't claim me the same. You left with no return address, and I finally understand. Some goodbyes don't come with reasons. Some hearts won't hold your hand. So I'm putting down the questions, I'm letting silence pass. If you ever loved me, prove it by staying in the past. Yeah, you left with no return address, and I'm not sending myself back. Oh, no return address, no return to that. You made me feel like love was a test, and I kept failing. But maybe I wasn't failing, maybe you just couldn't hold me. I learned your moves like seasons, changing without a warning. One day I'm all you wanted, next day you're somewhere else by morning. You say I'm fine, but your eyes would leave the room before you did. And I'd start solving silence like a puzzle in my ribs. I kept my voice down low, like loud love would make you run. Swallow questions at the table, smile like I wasn't numb. And every time you pulled away, I reached a little more, trying to be enough for you, like that was what love was for. So I changed my clothes, my plans, my dreams, cut my edges, soften seams. I try to fit inside your hands, but you don't hold what you don't want, no matter how I bend. Was I not enough for you? Not bright enough, not light enough, not easy to go through? Did you need a love that doesn't speak, a heart that doesn't move? Cause I gave you all I had, and it still wasn't enough for you. Yeah, I still wasn't enough for you. You loved me best in fragments, in the moments you felt lonely, when I was just a comfort, not a person trying to hold you. You'd pull me in like midnight, then push me out like day, and I kept calling it complicated while you kept me in that place. I watched you praise my patience like it wasn't slowly killing me, like you're so understanding, man, you don't get to disagree. And when I cried, you turned away like tears were something rude. So I learned to grieve in quiet in the spaces next to you. I became a version of me that wouldn't make you mad, a girl who asked for nothing so you wouldn't feel so bad. And I hate how I believe that love is staying small, but love that makes you disappear isn't love at all. Was I not enough for you? think the problem was the way my heart would feel. How I loved you with my whole chest, honest, raw and real. I used to count my flaws like numbers, like they proved you had a point. Like your distance was my failure, like your coldness was my choice. But I'm seeing it much clearer in the stillness of goodbye. You didn't want a partner, you just wanted me to try. Try to carry what you dropped, try to fix what you refused. Try to be your almost perfect so you wouldn't have to choose. So let me say it plainly, let me say it with my chest. I wasn't not enough, you just couldn't handle real. You wanted love without effort, a heart without a voice. But I'm not here to shrink myself to fit your broken choice. No, I was not enough. I was more than you could hold. I was what you didn't value. I was gold you couldn't mold. And I gave you all I had. Now I'm taking it back too. If I wasn't what you wanted, then you weren't what I needed. I'm done being not enough for you. Some nights I still replay it, every maybe, every soon. Every time I lit myself on fire just to warm up your cold room. I hate the way I waited, like love was something earned. Like if I stayed a little longer you would finally learn how to choose me in the daylight, not just miss me in the dark. How to hold me when I'm hurting, not just want me when it's hard. But you don't get to keep the best of me and leave me with the bruise. I won't be your half-love, I won't be easy to lose. So if you ever call me later with a trembling I was wrong, I wish you peace, I wish you healing. But I won't return to almost, I won't return to proving I'm enough. Was I not enough for you? No, I was loving human form and you didn't know what to do. I was honest, I was loyal, I was trying to break through. And I gave you all I had, now I'm giving it to me too. Yeah, I'm finally enough for me. I'm enough for me. I hope you find what you're looking for, but I hope I never look for it in you again. You promised me forever, and I built a whole life inside that word. Then you walked away like it was nothing. You said I've got you, like a sentence I could trust. Like your hands were steady ground, like your love was built for us. I wore your words like armor, like they'd keep me from the cold. And I believed in every future you described with eyes so bold. We made plans on Sunday mornings, half asleep and smiling slow, talking about the kind of love that never lets a person go. But somewhere in the middle, the warmth began to thin, and I started feeling lonely even when you were right there in it. I kept telling myself, hold on, that love just has its days. But your distance turned to habit, and you soon became delays. I watched your attention wander, like my heart was something spare. And the first crack in your promise was the first time you didn't care. Now I'm holding shattered promises, like glass against my skin. I keep picking up the pieces of the life we should have lived. You said you'd never leave me, then you left without a sound. And I'm standing in the ruins of the forever that we planned. Yeah, I'm holding shattered promises, and I'm bleeding where you held my hand. You'd say nothing's wrong, while your eyes look somewhere else. And I'd swallow all my questions just to keep us from ourselves. I learned to read your silence like a language I hated to know. Like every pause was warning me you're halfway out the door. We stopped talking about tomorrow, started arguing about tonight. And I became the one who fixes while you turn off all the lights. I tried to make it easy, tried to make you wanna stay, but love should not feel like begging in the quiet where my pride decays. They say people change, but you changed and didn't tell me. So I loved a version of you, but you stopped being already. And I kept chasing what we were, like I could rewind the end. But you can't hold on to someone who's decided to pretend. Now I'm holding shattered promises, like glass against my skin. I keep picking up the pieces of the life we should have lived. You said you'd never leave me, then you left without a sound. And I'm standing in the ruins of the forever that we planned. Yeah, I'm holding shattered promises, and I'm bleeding where you held my hand. Shattered promises, ooh, in my hands. Ooh, I can't stop counting all the pieces of our plans. I used to think forgiveness meant I had to take you back, like my heart was some motel and you could leave and still unpack. I kept the door unlocked for you, kept making room for pain, calling it being loyal while my soul was breaking in the same place. But I'm tired of romanticizing effort that I made alone, tired of calling it love when it only felt like stone. So I'm learning how to hold myself the way I begged you to. I'm learning that my healing is the bravest thing I'll ever do. If love is real, it doesn't disappear when life gets hard. It doesn't weaponize my softness, doesn't treat my heart like cards. So I'm done collecting sorry like they cancel what you did. I won't build my future on a promise you can't live. I was holding shattered promises, but I'm letting them fall down. No more cutting up my fingers, trying to keep you around. You said you'd never leave me, now I'm glad you set me free. Cause I found out what forever means, it starts with choosing me. Yeah, I was holding shattered promises, now I'm building something whole inside of me. Some nights I miss you, like a habit in my bones, like my heart still walks your hallway even when I'm home alone. And I hate how my brain edits out the parts that made me cry, like pain is just a detail in the story of you and I. But I remember the lonely, the I'm busy, the not now, the way you made me feel guilty for asking where are you now. So if you ever come back saying I've changed, I was wrong. I wish you were from a distance, but I won't reopen this song. Cause love shouldn't come in pieces, love shouldn't make you bleed. And I'd rather face the silence than lose myself to need. I was holding shattered promises, like glass against my skin, but I dropped them in the ocean, and I learned to breathe again. You said you'd never leave me, but you didn't, here's the truth. You didn't break my future, you just broke the chain to you. Yeah, I was holding shattered promises, now I'm holding on to me, holding on to me, holding on to me. I won't wear your words like armor anymore, I'll build my home. I didn't lose my love for you. I lost my softness, and it took me longer to find that back than it took to lose you. But I'm here now, I'm soft again. I used to flinch at footsteps like the night was gonna change, like love was something fragile that could turn into a blade. I'd read your silence for a reason, for a warning, for a sign. And if you went quiet, I would blame it on my mind. I learned to hold my tears in like they cost too much to spend. Learned to laugh a little louder so nobody asked again. I wore I'm fine like armor, kept my heart behind a wall, 'cause it's safer to be numb than to risk another fall. They said move on like it's a switch, but healing is 1,000 little trips back through the places that still sting, till you can breathe through everything. I'm soft again, but not the way I was. Not the girl who begged for love from someone scared of us. I'm soft again, with boundaries in my hands. I can feel it, I can hold it, I can let it go and stand. Yeah, I'm soft again, and that's my second chance. I used to check my phone like prayer, like if I waited you'd return, like you'd suddenly remember all the bridges that you burned. I replayed the last goodbye like I could find a missing line, like closure was a sentence that would give me back my mind. I made excuses for you leaving, called it time and called it stress, but you don't lose the right person by accident, I guess. And I hated how my heart stayed loyal to a ghost, till I realized I was giving my best to someone who wanted less. So I started choosing quiet, started choosing sleep, started choosing me in moments when I'd usually reach. And the emptiness you left me turned into room to breathe. Turns out peace is something I can keep. I'm soft again, but not the way I was. Not the girl who begged for love from someone scared of us. I'm soft again, with boundaries in my hands. I can feel it, I can hold it, I can let it go and stand. Yeah, I'm soft again, and that's my second chance. Some nights I miss the beginning, like a song in summer air. How you held my face and promised you would always meet me there. And I hate how my mind edits out the parts that made me cry, like pain is just a footnote in the story of you and I. But remember the lonely, the late replies are cold. The way you made my softness feel heavy, made my goal feel old. I remember begging quietly, do you still want this? And you said I don't know, like love is something you can miss. So if you ever come back knocking with apologies too late, I wish you healing truly, but I won't reopen that gate. 'Cause I'm not building homes in storms, not calling chaos fate. If you want me, show up fully, not when it's easy, not when it's late. I'm soft again, and I'm proud of what it took, turning heartbreak into lessons and the fear into a book. I can close, I'm soft again, and it doesn't mean no fall. It means I learned to love myself, so I don't beg it all. Yeah, I'm soft again, and I'm safer in my heart. I didn't lose my softness forever, I just had to find it in me. I don't miss the fight, I don't miss the nights I cried. I miss the last time I felt safe. I remember your hands were warm, my hands were cold. You pulled me closer like the dark could be controlled. We laughed at nothing, like nothing could go wrong, like love was just a place we'd always belong. And I could breathe around you, didn't watch what I would say, didn't measure every sentence just to make you wanna stay. Back then your eyes were home, and home was where I ran, before your silence learned how to feel like a slammed door in my hands. And I don't know when it changed, I only know it did. Somewhere between I love you every pause, like I'm waiting for the fall. And I hate how I still miss the softest part of it all. Take me back to the last time I felt safe, when your voice didn't feel like it could break me, when love was a promise and not a mistake, and I didn't have to beg you to stay. Now I hold my heart like it's glass in the rain, 'cause you taught me that forever can change in a day. Oh, I don't miss you the same. I miss the last time I felt safe. I remember the first time you didn't text back for a while. I told myself they're busy, tried to force a little smile. Then busy turned to later, then later turned to weeks. And I started learning love can go quiet in the deep. I watched my own reflection get smaller every month, trying to be easy, trying not to be too much. And every time I asked you what was wrong, you'd say I'm fine, but fine was just a door you closed right in front of my mind. So I became a mind reader, a peacekeeper, a clown, anything to hold us up when you were letting us down. And I hate how I normalized living on a wire, calling anxiety love while my chest was on fire. Take me back to the last time I felt safe, when your touch didn't feel like it could fade, when love was a shelter and not a wave, and I didn't have to chase you to stay. Now I hold my heart like it's glass in the rain, 'cause you taught me that forever can change in a day. Oh, I don't miss you the same. I miss the last time I felt safe. Ooh, the last time. Ooh, I felt safe. Ooh, the last time, before love turned into pain. I used to think love meant you stay no matter what, that if I loved you harder you would open up. But love shouldn't feel like I'm walking through a storm, holding my own heartbeat, trying to keep it warm. I'm tired of shrinking down to fit your changing mood, tired of apologizing for needing something true. So I'm learning to be gentle with the parts you made afraid. I'm learning how to hold myself the way I begged you to behave. If love is safety, then love is not control. Love doesn't leave you guessing if you're worthy of it all. And I won't call it missing you, and what I miss is peace. I'm finally seeing clearly what you took from me. I won't go back to the last time I felt safe, 'cause safety shouldn't come with a price I have to pay. I'll build my own shelter, I'll light my own flame, and I won't beg for someone to stay. Now I hold my heart like it's something I can save, not a fragile little thing that you can break. Oh, I don't miss you the same. I found a new way to feel safe. Some nights I still remember you like a lullaby, like the version of you who looked me in the eye and said I'm here a minute, God, I needed that. But the truth is you were leaving long before you ever packed, and I was holding on to moments like they could erase the weeks of cold distance, the tears on my face. So if you ever come back saying I've changed, I was wrong, I'll forgive you in my quiet, but I'll keep moving on. 'Cause my heart deserves a home that doesn't shake, and love should never make me feel afraid. I don't need the last time I felt safe. I'm making it from scratch and it's saving me. I'm learning that my peace is not too late, and I don't have to chase, let it stay. Now I hold my heart like it's gold, not breakable clay, and I'm done letting almost take my days. Oh, I don't miss you the same. I'm the reason I can feel safe. The last time I felt safe was when I stopped hoping you'd be the one to save me. It's strange how silence can be louder than a goodbye, how a room can keep your shape even when you don't. I still reach for my phone like it's a habit I can't break. Thumb hits your name, then I remember what it takes to not fall back into the same old I miss you light. And I'll trade peace for a hit, or maybe we'll be fine. Your hoodie's on my chair like a ghost with good perfume, and every corner of this place keeps making space for you. The clock keeps dragging seconds like it's punishing my chest, and I'm learning that we tried can still mean we lost our best. I replay every moment like a movie in my head, searching for the sentence where our love turned into dread. And I keep bargaining with heaven like I'm owed another chance. But the truth is, you stopped choosing me and I stopped calling that romance. Now it's the quiet after you, a kind of hush that hurts right through. No fighting, no I love you, no late night rescue, just the sound of me becoming someone new. Yeah, it's the quiet after you, and my heart learns what it should do. I don't hate you, I just hate how I was losing me with you. Now it's the quiet after you. I walk past all our places like the landmarks of a war. The cafe where you swore I was the one you never ignore. The streetlight where we kissed like we were too brave to be scared. Now I cross it like a stranger, pretending I don't care. Friends say you look better, but they don't know it's makeup. A careful little armor for the days I can't wake up. I laugh at someone's joke and then I feel it in my throat. How happiness can visit, then disappear like smoke. You, a lesson dressed as forever, a storm I called my weather. And I was holding on to broken like it meant we belong together. Now it's the quiet after you, a kind of hush that hurts right through. No fighting, no I love you, no late night rescue, just the sound of me becoming someone new. Yeah, it's the quiet after you, where my heart learns what it should do. I don't hate you, I just hate how I was losing me with you. Now it's the quiet, ooh, it's so quiet, it's so loud. Ooh, I'm still standing in it now. Ooh, the quiet after you. Ooh, the quiet after you. I used to think love meant I had to bend until I broke. Smile through the heavy and pretend that I could float. I wore your doubts like jewelry, let them sink into my skin. Called it being loyal when it was letting you in. But I've been cleaning out the closet of the things I never said, like don't speak to me like that, and I deserve respect. I'm practicing my boundaries like a language I ignored, and I'm finally closing doors that shouldn't be adored. I'm not too much, I'm not too sensitive, I'm not hard to love, I'm not a mess. I was a light in a room that didn't want to change, so you called me the problem, but I'm done taking blame. Now it's the quiet after you, and I can breathe the way I used to. No begging, no confusion, no excuse to stay blues, just the sound of me returning to my truth. Yeah, it's the quiet after you, and it's healing even when it's cruel. I don't hate you, I just love me more than what I lived through. Now it's the quiet after you. Some nights I still miss you like a song I shouldn't play, like my body remembers even when my mind says stay away. And I hate that I can picture you smiling with someone else, but I'm learning I can ache and still choose myself. So if you ever come back with your I changed and I was wrong, I'll be kind, I'll be careful, but I won't forget too long. How I cried in the bathroom, how I shrank to keep you tall, how I carried us alone until I couldn't hold it all. And that's not love, that's survival in a dress I want real love, the kind that lets me rest. Now it's the quiet after you, and I'm growing in the open too. No lies, no almost, no maybe, no half-truths, just the sound of me becoming someone new. Yeah, it's the quiet after you, and my heart finally follows through. I don't hate you, I just the first time, that feels like enough. It's the strangest kind of heartbreak, when the person you miss still exists, but doesn't feel like yours anymore. Two strangers, same memories. I saw you in the grocery aisle, under fluorescent light. You reached for something ordinary, like nothing changed in life. And for a second my body forgot, we're not we anymore. My heart ran to the doorway that you don't open like before. You smiled like you used to, then it softened, then it slipped, like your face remembered happiness but didn't know where it lived. I said hey like it was easy, like my throat didn't shake. And you said my name politely, like it wasn't something you helped make. And I walked away pretending I was fine, but my hands were cold and my thoughts were out of line. 'Cause I realized something I can't forget. You were standing right in front of me, and I still missed you. Now we're two strangers, same memories, same songs, same streets, same history. We carry the same story, but we don't share the page. And it hurts to know forever can turn into just a phase. Yeah, we're two strangers, same memories, and I don't know who you are to me. I'd rather you were gone than here and now to reach. Two strangers, same memories. I pass our old cafe, and the chair still faces yours, like the world kept our routine even after you closed the door. There's a joke I still remember that would make you laugh for days, and I almost texted to you. Then I remember how far away you stay. You used to know my silence, like you wrote it with your hands. Now my feelings feel like baggage you don't want to understand. And I hate how my mind edits all the reasons that we broke, like it highlights all the good parts and deletes the parts that choke. They say time will change it, like change is always kind, but time just made you someone else, while I'm still trying to find the girl who felt safe in your arms before your love became a lesson, before you always learned to end. Yeah, we're two strangers, same memories, same songs, same streets, same history. We carry the same story, but we don't share the page. And it hurts to know forever can turn into just a phase. Yeah, we're two strangers, same memories, and I don't know who you are to me. I'd rather you were gone than here and now to reach. Two strangers, same memories, same memories, don't feel the same. Two strangers, calling each other by name. I used to think love meant holding on until it hurt, that if I stayed patient enough, you'd put me first. I called it understanding when I swallowed all my needs, but love that asks for silence isn't love that lets you pretending it was small. Learning that a breakup doesn't mean I didn't love at all. I can miss you and still choose me, still close the door with grace. I'm not erasing what we had, I'm just giving it its place. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, you just couldn't meet me where I lived. And I won't keep calling it destiny if it cost me my peace. I won't keep trading my whole heart for half of what you give. Now we're two strangers, same memories, but I'm not drowning in the history. You can keep your distance, you can keep your pride, I'm keeping the girl you hurt and the strength I found inside. Yeah, we're two strangers, same memories, and I'm finally setting mine free. I don't need you to be sorry for me to heal completely. Two strangers, same memories. Some nights I still replay the beginning like a home. How you held my face and promised I would never be alone. And I hate how my heart can miss you and still know the truth. You loved me when it felt easy, then you left when love got real. I wanted conversation, you wanted quiet, I wanted effort, you wanted time. And maybe we were right for a season, but you were wrong for my life. So if I see you again someday with a smile and someone new, I'll swallow every tremble, I'll let the pain move through. I'll remember what we were, and I'll bless what we became. A chapter I survived, not a home I must remain. 'Cause love should feel like safety, not a question every night. And I'd rather be alone than beg to be held right. Yeah, we're two strangers, same memories, same songs, same streets, same history. We carry the same story, but we don't share the page. And it hurts to know forever can turn into just a phase. Yeah, we're two strangers, same memories, but I'm learning who I am to me. I'd rather lose the version of you than lose the best of me. Two strangers, same memories. It didn't end in one moment, it ended in 100 little ones. We didn't break like lightning, we broke in slow motion. We used to talk till sunrise, now we talk about bills and weather. You look through me at dinner like we're strangers sitting together. I keep waiting for your laughter, but it's quieter each week. Like you're saving all your softness for a life that isn't me. Your hand still finds my shoulder, but it doesn't hold on tight. And I feel you letting go of us a little more each night. I tell myself it's normal that love changes with the years, but love shouldn't feel like loneliness with someone standing near. And I remember when your eyes would look for mine, now they drift like they're already saying goodbye. We don't slam doors, we don't scream, we just fade. And that's the hardest kind of leaving. We broke in slow motion, frame by frame, day by day. Little silences like knives, little laters that became never. Little distances you swore go away. We broke in slow motion, and I stayed through every sign, watching love turn into habit, watching your heart stop matching mine. We didn't crash, we didn't burn, we just broke in slow motion. I remember asking, are we okay? And you said, yeah, I'm just tired. But tired turned into months, and I got tired of being lied to. We stopped touching in the doorway, stopped kissing like we meant it, started sleeping back to back like Love is something we invented. I bring up what I'm feeling. You change the subject fast, like my pain was inconvenient, like my tears were in the past, and I kept shrinking down to keep the peace inside our home. But peace without affection is just quiet with the pulse. So I learned to read the room like it was made of broken glass, walking softer, talking sweeter, hoping we could make it last. But love shouldn't be a performance, shouldn't feel like I must earn a little bit of warmth from you, like I'm waiting for my turn. We broke in slow motion, frame by frame, day by day. Little silences like knives, little laters that became never, little distances you swore would go away. We broke in slow motion, and I stayed through every sign, watching love turn into habit, watching your heart stop matching mine. We didn't crash, we didn't burn, we just broke in slow motion. Ooh, slow motion. Ooh, slipping away. Ooh, slow motion. Ooh, we faded, babe. I kept telling myself, hold on, like holding on was brave, like I could love you back to life, like I could make you stay. I made excuses for your absence while you sat right next to me, and I called it being loyal when it was killing parts of me. But I'm done confusing history with something I should keep, done watering a garden that you never want to feed. So I'm packing up my patience, all the nights I try to mend, and I'm learning that a breakup can be how my life begins. If love is real, it shows up, it doesn't leave you guessing. It doesn't make you beg for basic kindness and attention. So I'm choosing me, not maybe, not the ghost of what we were. I'm choosing something steady, I'm choosing to be sure. We broke in slow motion, but I'm moving out of frame. No more waiting for you someday, no more wearing all the blame. We broke in slow motion and it hurt the most that way, cause I watched you leave in pieces and I loved you anyway. But I won't love you past my limit, I won't bleed to make you stay. We broke in slow motion, now I'm walking away. Some nights I still remember the beginning like a home, how you held my face and told me I would never be alone. And I hate that I still miss you in the softest little ways, like my heart doesn't replay all the lonely, all the days. But I remember the apologies that never turned to change, the way my voice got smaller every time you looked away. So if you ever call me later with a trembling I was wrong, I wish you healing truly, but I won't return to broken. Cause love should feel like safety, not a slow and silent end. And I'd rather face the quiet than lose myself again. We broke in slow motion, frame by frame, day by day, and I'm done collecting pieces of a love you wouldn't say. We broke in slow motion, but I'm learning how to breathe. I'm turning pain into power, I'm coming back to me. We didn't crash, we didn't burn, we just broke in slow motion. In slow motion, I keep thinking love is a door, but some doors don't reopen, some goodbyes don't echo. This one ends here, we're not coming back. I still know your footsteps by the way the floorboards sigh. Still turn my head too fast when I hear a voice like mine. Your sweater's in the closet like a ghost I can't forgive, and I hate how I protect it like it proves you really lived right here with me. Like we didn't break in pieces, like we didn't learn to lie, like you didn't stop choosing us and I didn't close my eyes. I keep rehearsing sentences that I will never send, as if the right combination could restart, we'll reach the end. But I'm tired of the maybe, tired of holding on to smoke. I'm tired of romanticizing the moments when you almost show. Cause love that comes in fragments isn't love that's meant to stay, and I'm done begging for a future that you threw away. We're not coming back, not to the nights we couldn't sleep, not to the kisses used as bandages for wounds that ran too deep. We're not coming back, not to the old change you never meant, not to the way I lost myself trying to pay your rent with my peace. We're not coming back, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. I remember how you'd hold me like you had nowhere else to be, then turn cold at the smallest thing and act like it was me. I became a careful version, soft voice, smaller knees, walking on your moods like they were shattered, sharp and steep. I'd laugh to keep it light, I'd nod to keep it calm, then cry in the bathroom with my makeup on my palms. And you'd call it overthinking, you'd call it just a phase, while I was carrying the weight of us in every single day. They say love takes work, so I worked until I broke, built a bridge from my patience while you watched and never spoke. And I'm tired of forgiving what you don't even regret, tired of making room for you in places you won't step. But we're not coming back, not to the nights we couldn't sleep, not to the kisses used as bandages for wounds that ran too deep. We're not coming back, not to the old change you never meant, not to the way I lost myself trying to pay your rent with my peace. We're not coming back, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. We're not coming back, ooh, no, not this time. Ooh, I'm done running circles, ooh, I'm done calling it mine. I used to think forever was a fight you had to win, that if I loved you harder you would finally let me in. So I made myself convenient, I made myself okay, I swallowed every boundary just to beg you to stay. But love should feel like shelter, not like trial, not like war, not like I'm the only one who's bleeding on the floor. So I'm taking back my power from the nights I lost my name, from the way I called it love when it only felt like pain. And I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, you just couldn't meet me where I speak. You wanted easy, wanted quiet, wanted love without the cost, but real love doesn't disappear when it gets hard, when it gets honest. So I'm choosing me now, maybe not the ghost of what we were. I'm choosing something steady, I'm choosing to be sure. We're not coming back, not to the girl I used to be, the one who turned into forgiveness just to keep you next to me. We're not coming back, not to the version of you I saved. I'm done loving your potential while my real heart caves. I'm free. We're not coming back, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. Some nights I miss the beginning, like a home I can't return. How you looked at me like sunlight, how my chest would finally learn to feel safe, to feel chosen, to feel wanted without fear. But the truth is you were leaving long before you disappeared, and I kept collecting moments like they proved you changed your mind. Like love is just a patience test, like heartbreak takes its time. But I can't keep dying slowly just to keep you close again. But I can't keep losing pieces to prove I'm worth the end. So if you ever come back knocking with apologies too late, with that trembling I was wrong and your hands out at the gate, I'll be kind, I'll be calm, but I won't reopen the past. I forgave you in my quiet, but we're not coming back. 'Cause love should feel like freedom, not a chain I call fate. And I'd rather walk alone than keep begging you to stay. We're not coming back, yeah, to the nights we couldn't sleep, not to the lies we called our story, not to the promises we keep. We're not coming back, 'cause I found myself at last. I'm done reopening a wound just to relive what couldn't last with my peace. With my peace. Oh, oh, night. There's a chair by the window, and I still look at it like love might be sitting there, but it's just where love used to sit. There's a dent in the cushion where you lean and laugh, like the room kept your outline when you packed your half. Your coffee ring still stains the table like a sign, and I trace it with my finger when I'm running out of time. The morning sun still spills in like it doesn't know, like nothing ever happened, like you didn't let me go. And I move through all this quiet like it's heavier than stone, trying not to stare too long at the places that feel borrowed when I'm alone. 'Cause the silence has a shape, it fits you perfectly, and every little corner keeps repeating memories. I tell myself it's over, but my chest still doesn't quit. It still aches in the space where love used to sit. It's where love used to sit, where your name used to live, where I saved you a place even when you stopped giving. It's where love used to sit, and I'm learning to admit I can't keep setting the table for a heart that won't commit. Yeah, it's where love used to sit, and I'm standing in it. I hear your voice in the hallway when the floorboards cry, like the house is telling stories that I'm trying to deny. I fold the blankets like I'm folding up my pride, 'cause I beg for your attention while you slowly change your mind. We used to talk for hours, now I talk to empty air, like maybe if I say it right you'll suddenly be there. But you left in little pieces, now one dramatic door, and I kept calling it a phase while you were ready somewhere more. I learned to read your fine like it meant don't ask again. I learned to swallow questions just to keep you as a friend. And I hate how I got used to needing crumbs to make me fit. I was starving in the space where love used to sit. It's where love used to sit, where your name used to live, where I saved you a place even when you stopped giving. It's where love used to sit, and I'm learning to admit I can't keep setting the table for a heart that won't commit. Yeah, it's where love used to sit. Ooh, and I'm standing in it. Ooh, where love used to sit. Ooh, I still see it. Ooh, where love used to sit. Ooh, but you don't visit. I kept your seat for seasons like a promise I could hold, like loyalty was noble even when it turned me cold. I called it being patient, but it was waiting to be chosen, and my heart got tired of hoping in a house that felt half open. So I'm moving that chair, now letting sunlight hit the floor, making space for my laughter that I didn't have before. I'm learning to be gentle with the girl you made unsure, 'cause love shouldn't be a bruise I keep touching for a cure. If love is real, it doesn't make you beg to be seen. It doesn't come and go and call that in between. So I'm taking back the piece you made me trade for a hit. I'm done disappearing where love used to sit. It was where love used to sit that taught me what I need. Not a maybe, not a someday, not a half-heart guarantee. It was where love used to sit, but I'm changing how it feels. I'm filling up the silence with the love that's mine to keep. Yeah, it was where love used to sit. Now I'm healing in it. Some nights I still miss you like a song I shouldn't play, like my hands still wanna reach for you the old familiar way. And I hate how I remember only how it felt at first, while I forget the way your absence made my best days hurt. You were a lesson dressed in comfort, you were fire dressed as home, and I stayed 'cause leaving felt like stepping out alone. But I'd rather face the lonely than return to what you did. I won't make myself smaller just to fit where you don't fit. So if you ever come back knocking saying I've changed, I was wrong, I'll forgive you in my quiet, but I won't rewrite this song. I won't reopen my table, I won't resave your seat. I'll keep my heart for someone who chooses me completely. Now it's where love used to sit, but it won't hurt like it did, 'cause I stopped setting places for the parts of you that quit. Now it's where love used to sit, and I'm learning to forgive. Not you, myself, for the time I gave, for the way I tried to live. Yeah, it's where love used to sit. Now it's where I learned to live. I move the chair, I open the window, and for the first time the room I keep visiting the ruins, like love is still living there, like heartbreak is a home I'm allowed to miss. Your keys aren't on the counter, but I still hear the sound, like the house remembers everything and won't forget you now. I make coffee for two out of habit, then I stare at the second empty mug, like it's waiting for your care. The air is full of almost, the kind that makes you wait. And I tiptoe through the mornings so I don't disturb the break. I tell myself I'm healing, I tell myself I'm fine, but I keep walking back to you, like wreckage I still call mine. Cause part of me still thinks if I can name it, I can save it. If I can hold the broken pieces, I can somehow rearrange it. But love that leaves you bleeding isn't love that's meant to stay. And I'm tired of building shelters in a storm you walked away from anyway. You're the wreckage I still call mine, a burning ship on the back of my mind. I know it's over, I know it's done, but I keep reaching for what we were, not what you become. You're the wreckage I still call mine, and it hurts like truth in a perfect lie. I don't want you back, I just want the part of me that survived. I scroll through old messages like they're holy lines, like the right sentence might undo the way you change your mind. You used to say I'm here, like it was carved in stone. Now your silence is a country, and I'm stuck here on my own. I replay the last argument, the way your eyes went cold, how you said you needed space, and I got smaller to be holdable. I turned into forgiveness before you even apologized, and I called that love. But love shouldn't cost your pride. They say let it go, like letting go it's just a door, but I built my whole tomorrow on the future you swore. So now I'm packing up the promises you never meant to keep, trying not to break in public, trying not to lose my sleep. You're the wreckage I still call mine, a burning ship on the back of my mind. I know it's over, I know it's done, but I keep reaching for what we were, not what you become. You're the wreckage I still call mine, and it hurts like truth in a perfect lie. I don't want you back, I just want the part of me that survived. Ooh, wreckage, ooh, still mine. Ooh, I hate it, how I go back in time. I used to think loyalty meant holding on through anything, even when my voice got smaller, even when you clipped my wings. I made excuses for your distance, dressed it up as being grown, but I was eating loneliness at a table set for two alone. I kept my needs in my pocket so you wouldn't feel ashamed. I said it's fine so many times, I almost believed my name. But I'm learning love is not a place you beg to be, and I'm done calling it destiny when it's just chemistry. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, I'm not a burden you couldn't keep. You wanted comfort, not commitment. You wanted easy, not the truth. And I won't keep breaking myself, trying to fit inside the space you never grew. You were the wreckage I still call You were the wreckage I still called mine, a burning ship I kept trying to find. But I'm done diving for diamonds in a sea that wants me drowned. Done calling it forever when forever let me down. You were the wreckage I still called mine. Now you're just a lesson in the back of my mind. I don't want you back, I want the part of me that survived. And I'm taking it home, and I'm taking it home, I'm taking it home, I'm taking it home, taking it home. You didn't leave all at once, you left in pieces, and I stayed to hold what was falling. You started coming home a little later than before, keys a little quieter, eyes glued to the floor. And I pretended not to notice, like denial was a skill. Like if I didn't say it out loud, we might be okay still. I kept in a room for hours, kept your seat beside my own, kept defending you to people like you never made me feel alone. And when you kissed me, it was sweet, but it was thin, like your lips were doing something your heart wasn't living in. I kept asking, are we fine? You'd say, yeah, just tired. But tired turned into distance, and distance turned to fire. And I learned the hard way, love can disappear in plain view. Not with a goodbye, but with a slow undo. You left, I stayed, holding on to words you didn't mean to say. I stayed when the room got cold, when your arms fell miles away. You left, I stayed, trying to save us like it was my place. But you can't hold two hearts together when one of them walks away. You left, I stayed. You stopped looking at me like you used to look at home, started scrolling through your phone like I wasn't in the room. And I started reading silence like it had a hidden code, measuring my breathing so I wouldn't make you explode. I learned to laugh at your jokes even when they cut too deep, learned to cry in the bathroom so you could sleep in peace. And I hated how I needed you, hated how I tried, like love was something I could earn if I just got it right. They say love takes work, so I worked until I broke, built a bridge from my patience while you watched and never spoke. And every time you pulled away, I pulled myself apart to make you comfortable with the weight of my heart. You left, I stayed, holding on to words you didn't mean to say. I stayed when the room got cold, when your arms fell miles away. You left, I stayed, trying to save us like it was my place. But you can't hold two hearts together when one of them walks away. You left, I stayed. I stayed. I waited while you slipped away. I used to think staying meant I loved you more than most, but staying just meant I was afraid of being alone. Afraid that if I left you I would lose the life I knew. Afraid that all my forever was only true for you. So I kept lowering my needs like a volume in a song, called it being understanding while my spirit got warm. But love shouldn't feel like begging for basic respect. And I'm tired of forgiving things you don't even regret. I'm not too much, I'm not too deep, I'm not the reason you couldn't keep a promise you made when it was easy to be kind. And I won't hold the guilt for the way you change your mind. So I'm choosing my peace, even if it aches. I'm not staying in a love that only knows how to take. You left, I stayed, but I'm done living in yesterday. No more saving your silence, no more wearing all the blame. You left, I stayed, and it's miss you like a habit in my bones, like my heart still walks your hallway even when I'm home alone. And I hate how I remember only how it felt at first, when you looked at me like I was everything you ever searched. But I remember the lonely, the I'm fine you use has changed, the way you turn it on me when I asked you to explain. So if you ever come back with apologies too late, I'll hear you, I'll forgive you, but I won't reopen that gate. 'Cause love should feel like safety, not a test I fail at night. And I'd rather sleep alone than beg to be held right. You left, I stayed until staying started breaking me that way. And now I'm choosing my tomorrow, I'm choosing my own name. You left, I stayed, but I found myself inside the pain. And I won't hold two hearts together when one of them walks away, when one of them walks away. You left, I stayed, now I'm finally walking away, walking away, walking away, walking away. You left, but I'm still here. And this time I'm staying for me. I don't miss you like I used to. It's not a wave anymore. It's a lump in my throat that spells your name. I bite my tongue when friends ask how you've been, like your story is a glass and I'm scared to drink it in. I practice smiling in the mirror so I look okay, but my eyes keep giving away what my mouth won't say. There's a song you love that still plays in every store, and my heart forgets the exit when the chorus hits the floor. I tell myself move on, like it's something I can choose, but I still feel you in the places that I never meant to lose. 'Cause every time I try to talk about it I freeze, like I'm choking on the truth and it won't let me breathe. I swallow all the whys and all the please don't go, and it turns into a silence that nobody knows. It's your name in my throat, like a word I can't let go. I don't say it out loud, but it burns when I'm alone. It's your name in my throat, and it hurts like I still hope, even after the breakup, even after you chose to leave me. It's your name in my throat. I scroll past your shadow in a stranger's smiling face, and my chest does that old thing like it's running in place. I hate that my body still remembers your touch, like a bruise I keep pressing just a little too much. I packed up our photos but I couldn't pack the nights. They are you home safe, text the way you held me tight, and I replay the ending like it changes if I try, like I'm rewinding a goodbye. They say you'll be fine, like fine is where I live, but fine is just a mask for all the love I didn't give to myself, to my own heart, to the girl I left behind, trying to be what you wanted at the cost of my mind. It's your name in my throat, like a word I can't let go. I don't say it out loud, but it burns when I'm alone. It's your name in my throat, and it hurts like I still hope, even after the breakup, even after you chose to leave me. It's your name in my throat. Ooh, I don't say it, ooh, but I taste it, ooh, like smoke. Your name in my throat. You loved me best when I was easy to hold, when I laughed at your distance and I didn't ask for more. But love shouldn't feel like walking on a wire, like one wrong sentence sets the whole thing on fire. I kept lowering my needs till I couldn't feel a thing. Called it being mature, but I was just surrendering. And you kept taking space like it was yours by right, while I shrank in the doorway trying not to start a fight. So if I sound bitter, it's cause I'm finally awake. I mistook your half-love for a promise I could make. And I'm tired of forgiving what kept hurting me. I'm tired of calling chaos something meant for me. It was your name in my throat, like a chain around my soul. I kept saying I'm okay while I cracked under the load. Yeah, it was your name in my throat, and it taught me what I won't hold. Any love that makes me smaller, any sorry getting old. I'm healing with your name leaving my throat. Some nights I miss you like a habit I can't break, like my hands still reach for you before I'm fully awake. And I hate that I can picture you moving on so fast while I'm here learning how to live without the past. But I'd rather feel the pain than go back to feeling less. I'd rather be alone than be your almost your I guess. So I write what I couldn't say when you watched me fall apart. You didn't break my future, you just broke my open heart. And I'm not hard to love, I was hard to replace. I was warmth, I was loyal, I was trying to stay safe. If I loved you that deeply, I can love me like that too. So I'm learning to be gentle, learning to choose. Now it's your name in my throat, but it's fading as I grow. I can say it without shaking, I can breathe and let it go. Now it's your name in my throat, and it's leaving sweet and slow. I'm not asking for you back, I'm just learning to be whole. So goodbye to your name in my throat. Your name in my throat. Goodbye to your name on my throat. One day I'll speak your name, and in hope